What's up, guys? So, been a few days after the last storm. It's actually a decently warm day today. It's gonna be in the 40s, so we have some maintenance to do. We try to do maintenance if we can after every storm, just so, one, the equipment doesn't, rot out or fail, and two, we're ready to go if there's ever another event coming up. So, I can't stress how important, just the little things are to keep your stuff running well. So, this truck here has just been washed. Didn't get any footage of it. David's running these up to the car wash up the street to wash them. We have a car wash about 20 seconds up the street up there. It's like $2.50 for 5 minutes. So he just got this thing all cleaned out, cleaned the spreader. So he's up doing the other truck right now, the Boss spreader. We got a few things we gotta do on this truck. We're gonna start on this one. And there's a couple things here at the shop we're doing today. So basically on this one here, this light broke off. We gotta fix that today, so I'm gonna remount that. The license plate broke off. We gotta fix that. I'm working right now. I got the grease gun out. I'm greasing everything up, all the fittings. This chain's pretty loose, so we're gonna tighten the chain on this one. I'm gonna check the Boss when David gets back, see if that one needs to be tightened. But we'll get the chain tightened, and then I think that's it on the back here. We'll probably check the connections, make sure they're all clean, dielectric grease them if we need to. And then underneath this truck here, I cannot find fluid film anywhere. Last year we fluid filmed this thing. This year, if you watch the last couple videos, this truck was in the shop for a little bit. We got it back, instantly went right into a snowstorm, and then it's been freezing cold ever since. So we haven't had a chance to undercoat this thing or fluid film it or nothing. I cannot find fluid film anywhere. I've been to every place that sells it. I can't find it. Makes sense, it's winter, everybody's using it. So I got some on order online, but for now I'm just going to use like an undercoating spray just for now. Whatever, it is what it is. I like to just spray everything down once a year just to make sure the rust doesn't get too bad. That's just how I do it. Obviously there's layers and layers of paint on some of these trucks, but at some point we'll get these things sandblasted and cleaned up. But I think it helps. So that's kind of the goal, at least on this truck today. Just get it 100% cleaned up, greased up, ready to go. Get this tightened, so that way we can just jump in and go if there's another storm coming. That Boss spreader, David's over actually at the pile cleaning the rest of the salt out. That one I think we'll just check the chain, but I think we're good there. There's not much we have to do on that truck. I want to adjust the cutting edge a little bit on this push box. We haven't used it this year. We haven't had enough snow to use it, but if we do ever need it, it'll be ready to go. I do want to at some point get rid of this thing and upgrade it, but that's another, I don't know, we got to get some snow first. So I made a video last 2 videos ago talking about all of our snow stuff. So if you didn't watch that one, I think the title of it was how we make $550 an hour plowing snow. I went through the whole video basically talking about our entire snow operation, our plows, our trucks, our routes, our machines, why we have the plows we have, why we have the equipment we have, how we structure our routes, all that stuff. So there's a ton of questions and a ton of hate comments I get all the time about, you need this, you need that, you need a Bosch, whatever, you need a better, whatever. I address everything in that video. So this push box is a cheap push box we bought a couple years ago. We've only used it maybe 5 times in 3 years, 4 years maybe. We haven't had a lot of big snowstorms, so I do want to eventually upgrade this. We have some plans for a few things. I want to upgrade this. I want to get snow tires on this machine. I want to make this a snow fighting unit at some point, but that's down the road. But I am thinking of selling this, and I'm honestly thinking of getting rid of our snow bucket that we just never use. I have our big snow bucket over here. We bought this thing years and years and years ago, and I've honestly used it twice to move snow. It's don't get me wrong, when we do use it, it's an absolute unit. The thing is unbelievable for moving snow and relocating piles and stuff like that. And I've actually used this thing more for like moving around leaves and mulch and stuff like that, and materials, than I have for snow. So it is a nice bucket to have, but it sits more than it's used. So I'm honestly contemplating getting rid of that, getting rid of the push box, taking that money, obviously I'm not going to pay for a new plow, but taking that money and putting it into some sort of new plow, probably something with extendable wings, like a hydraulic wing plow. I don't know what brand. I've had my eyes on a few things. It's just they're so damn expensive. But that's kind of where my thought process is there. I don't know, I may keep the snow bucket. I don't know. It's just, you know, if we were out in like Buffalo or stuff like that, they're getting 2 feet of snow every 2 weeks. That'd be absolutely necessary. But where we only need that thing every couple of years, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, we bought it for a really good price, brand new, years and years ago. This is probably 6 years ago now, and it's actually probably worth more than what I bought it for now, so I can actually probably make a profit on it. So that's kind of one of the things, and I'm also obviously considering, and I've mentioned a lot, and Machine has been there, but our Bobcat, I got to figure out something with that. Most likely, I'm not most likely, I am selling it. I just don't know when and how much and all those details, but may take that money too and put it towards the plow. That might, between the Bobcat, the bucket, and the pusher, might actually get me a brand new nice plow. We'll see. But I just don't know, that's not probably gonna happen this year, and I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want a snow wolf, I don't know if I want a cage. I know Fisher makes a plow with wings. There's a lot of cheap knockoff brands. I do want something nice, because it's probably gonna be, a one-time investment. We buy that and we never buy another big plow again. Because I really, really, really think that we could use our skid steer as an absolute weapon, doing a few things. I got some ideas with it, how we can restructure our plow route just using the skid steer, doing a lot of the stuff. But that's, we gotta get snow. So obviously there's snow on the ground, but we've only had, I think there's 2 inches on this storm. We had 4 inches this last storm, so we're up to a whopping 6 inches of snow this year. Last year we only had 16 inches, and like the year before I think we had 14. So we haven't had a lot of good snow. It's still early, but it's, I don't know, mid-January now, and I don't know, I just don't like the pattern that we're in where it's just cold and no snow. But I don't know, I could be eating my words in a couple weeks. I hope I do, but we'll see what happens. That's why I just don't want to invest a ton of money in the snow if it's not guaranteed at this point. But watch that video a couple of videos back, how we make $550 an hour doing snow removal. I detail everything I'm talking about right now in 100% detail, all about our equipment, all about our plows, all about our routes, how we structure things, how we price things. Every question that I've ever gotten on videos, I pretty much answered. All the hate comments I tried to address. So everything is in that video. And if you guys have questions, obviously, the comment section's been blowing up in all these videos lately, and I love that. I've been trying to, obviously respond to all of them, getting a lot of good feedback in the comments. Keep them coming. I'm going to do my best to keep up with the comments and reply to everybody. But I love it. The channel's starting to grow finally, and I like the little community that was starting to kind of grow. If you don't follow us too on like Instagram and stuff like that, there's links underneath every video to our Instagram page. I do post a little bit more on there, obviously like pictures and stuff of jobs and stuff like that I don't post on YouTube, but you can follow us there too. So, but enough babbling. Another thing we're gonna do today is this plow was acting up the last storm. I think at the beginning of the storm, probably mentioned it, that we had to switch the plows out. So this is the one that normally is on our white truck, truck 4 with the wings. The connection, for some reason, I don't know if it's just the truck, but the connection just been acting up. So we actually put the other plow on that truck, the plow that's usually on the blue truck. So I'm gonna actually hook this one up today to the blue truck, and if it's working fine with no issues, this is now the blue truck's plow. The wings we'll have to figure out. They do really, really help. These cheap, I forget what brand they are. I'll probably do a video on them at some point. These are just like cheap wings that we bought, and they really do help. I bent the crap out of them. You probably can't see it on the camera, but the only storm we've plowed, there was decent amount of heavy snow. I bent the crap out of them, but it is what it is. So if this thing works in that truck, this is now the blue truck's plow. If it doesn't, we have to figure out what's going on, whether it's a connection here with a connection on the truck. I'm assuming it's the connection on the plow, because the connection on the truck for the other plow is working fine. So but we're gonna hook that up today too, and figure that whole situation out. I might actually get another set of wings for that other plow. They're pretty easy to install, and honestly, for like a couple $100, I forget how much they were when I bought it. I want to say they're like $250, $300. They're worth every penny. They add, an extra, 2 feet or so. And containment, it's not as good as, some of the other plows, but it definitely does help, containing the snow a little bit more. The only thing it is a pain is in tight spaces. You're really got to be careful, and I think that's why I bent one of them, because I think I was doing a driveway and I got a little tight to a rock wall, but that's plowing for you. You're gonna damage stuff. Could be a lot worse. So Enough babbling, let's get working. I'm gonna start on this truck, get everything greased up, and we still gotta let it dry out. There's some salt we still gotta get off, so gonna start with this one. David should be back in a few minutes. We'll check that one and just start chipping away today and see how much we can get done. So I'm making good progress. Got the light fixed. I'm gonna fix that license plate real quick. I gotta wash it here for that. Gotta tighten this chain still. David's working on cleaning the inside of the trucks for me, so that would be nice because these things are a little messy inside with all the salt and crap. This one's not, this one's pretty bad. So he's gonna clean up all the salt that's everywhere and detail them all. As you see, he's got the vacuum. So salt really does a number on these damn trucks. And then we just gotta check that Boss spreader real quick and make sure there's no issues with that. I actually haven't even looked at it yet. We'll go look at it right now real quick. In the meantime, I sprayed down all these plows. I like to spray down all the movable points. Something I do. It really helps, in my opinion, keep them lasting longer, keep them lubricated so they don't break. Let's see how this guy looks. This one's nice and clean. Check the chain real quick. Yeah, this chain needs to be tightened as well. So we'll tighten this one as well. So there we go. We'll have clean trucks and the chains will be all tight. Shouldn't have to touch these chains for the rest of the winter, hopefully. We haven't tightened them since it's actually probably been almost over a year, so that should get us through the rest of the winter depending on how much we salt. But other than that, making some good progress. Haven't really been filming this stuff because I'm just trying to get the stuff done. It's still kind of cold. Really, sun went away and it's not as warm as I thought it was gonna be today, so just trying to put our heads down and get the stuff done. So one thing I like to do is check the straps after every storm because things do actually loosen up. These are actually kind of pretty loose. Spraying them down with this is just PB Blaster. I also just did the same thing with the spreader here. Greased it, spraying it down. The more corrosion protector you can put on this stuff, the better. Anything helps. These are starting to kind of weigh down, but this one's tight, so just helps. It's not perfect by any means, but it definitely keeps this stuff, you know, from having issues. This spreader here is 5 years old and actually might be 6 years old, and we've yet to have any issues with it. We do the same regimen after every storm, so it seems to work pretty well for us. So typically what I do is we'll grease the grease fittings on them, and then I usually take a full can of PB Blaster, WD-40, something like that, for each spreader basically, and just spray the chain down each side, spray all the moving components. I'll even spray, you know, with the grate opens here, really anything and everything. I'll go through the plows. Just it helps coat and just keep the stuff from wearing out. All my equipment's, most of it's 5-6 years old, if not more. And honestly, we've had very minimal, and I don't even want to jinx us, but very minimal issues. Key is you take care of your stuff. You know, it takes a little, you know, like we're gonna spend the whole day here doing maintenance from that last little 2-inch snowstorm, but you do stuff like this, you shouldn't have any issues, shouldn't have any breakdowns, stuff like that. So this can's empty. This one should be pretty much all set. We gotta tighten the chain on this, and we gotta tighten the chain on that polycaster. I still gotta spray that down and stuff like that, but we're gonna tighten the chains, and we should be 100% good to go for the next snowstorm, whatever that might be. So that's just what we do. I made a video a little while back on the maintenance and stuff like that, but that's just kind of what we do for maintenance, and it's always worked for me. And I mean, it just you know, a $7 can of PB Blaster is a lot cheaper than having a breakdown in the middle of a storm or a chain snap on you because it rusted out, you know what I mean? That's the way I look at things. Once the fluid film comes in, I think I might do, because we did it last year and it worked great, is we fluid filmed the chains, we fluid filmed everything. So once that comes in, or I can find some, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. The more protection you have on, you know, components and stuff like that, the less rust you'll have. It's inevitable when you're in the snow business and with the salt and stuff like that. There's really not much you can do to stop it, but you can slow it down at least. So this one should be good to go. One thing I love about these is you can spin the door open, you don't have to take the whole thing off like the polycaster over there. But you know, I'm gonna make a video. I have a video on the channel of comparing the two, but I want to make another one comparing the two spreaders because they're great. I just one is not better than the other. They both have their pros and their cons. So I'll make a video at some point comparing the two again, just to kind of go into a little more detail, you know, why I like each one and, you know, specific uses and stuff like that. So that'll be another separate video someday. So we're just tightening the chains up real quick, and I just gotta grease this one and spray it down and everything we want. Oh, we gotta do the cutting edge real quick on this one. This thing's a pain. It's a rubber cutting edge. It keeps popping up in the middle a little bit, so I'm gonna tighten them. I want to get better bolts, but whatever, we'll tighten them just so it's ready. But other than that, everything we wanted to do today is done here. Got a lot done. It's always good to do maintenance, even if it's a small storm, you know. If you can fit the maintenance in, get it done. I can't stress enough how important maintenance is on all your equipment. I really take pride, you know, I might not have the newest, nicest stuff, but all my stuff lasts. You know, everything I've had here, you know, like this truck here is, what, 7 years old, you know. Everything I've had that's 6 years old, the Plow 7 years old, you know, is original. And if you take care of it, it's going to take care of you. That's my philosophy. So I can't stress enough, take care of your stuff, you know. Don't just plow the storm, park your truck, and don't touch till the next one. Go through, take a little bit of time, wash it real quick, you know, get the salt off, you know, grease everything up that needs to be greased, tighten stuff. Just minor little maintenance. It really does make a huge difference, because you don't want a big repair, you know. You don't tighten your chain, the chain snaps, now your spreader's down, now you have to buy a new chain, you pay someone to fix it possibly, you know, so it's going to add up. Same with like oil changes on the trucks, you know. Do them when they're supposed to be done, you know. It's going to last you. That's just always been my philosophy. It always will. You know, take care of your stuff and it will take care of you. So, but we're just gonna finish up a few more loose ends here. Camera's dying anyways. Not much more we gotta do here. So just glad we got some decent warm weather to actually get this stuff done. Warm as in, you know, it's 35 degrees right now, but it's been below freezing for like 2 weeks, and it's supposed to continue to be below freezing for quite a while. So don't know what else we'll be doing this week, honestly. It's supposed to get cold again, and there's no snow or anything in the forecast, but if anything pops up, we'll make a video of it. So got a couple of things we got to do and a couple of video ideas I have, so you know, we'll figure something out if we don't get any snow, but we'll see. There is some possibilities of rumblings of winter weather coming in the next couple of weeks, so fingers crossed. If not, we're going to Atlantic City to the pool show in 2 weeks, and you watch, it will snow then, guaranteed. It snows every year when we go to that show. But we are going to that, so any pool guys, the only way we won't go is if it snows and, you know, we have to plow. But we've tried to make it work every year, even if we've had to plow. In the last 2 years, we've had to plow and delay the trip. So, but if it don't snow, we'll be there. So any of you pool guys in the Northeast that go to the show, we'll be down there. Me, David, bringing Ryan down there too, my wife. So there'll be 4 of us down there. Looking forward to it. We go every single year, unless it snows. So. And you watch, it's gonna be the 1 week that we get pounded with snow, but we'll see. It is what it is. If it snows, it snows. We'll stay back and make some money. If it don't snow, we'll go hang out with a bunch of pool guys. So, but that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one.